What's up guys, it's me Jeremy, and today I want to talk about getting out of ELO hell. Just before I start, I want to announce an awesome charity stream event that I'll be hosting on this Saturday, starting at 9 a.m. PST at twitch.tv/Jeremy_gaming_Curios. We'll be raising money for the children in Africa, and to encourage donations, I'll be giving away 3 Riot Singe skins to donators, one for North America, one for EUS, and one for the EU Nordic East servers. These skins were very generously provided by my friend Oliver at buylolskins.com. Do us both a favor and check out his site. He sells rare LoL skins for some pretty solid prices, and he's even got a sale going on the Human Rise and Silver Kale skins. Be sure to use the code GAMINGCurios at checkout for a full 10% off of your entire purchase, so you can ensure that you're getting a great price. Once again, that's buylolskins.com, and hopefully we can raise some money for the kids. Anyways, this is a video about ELO hell, so let's get started. Now, I find that the concept of ELO hell can be summed up in quite a simple analogy. Now, ELO hell is actually very similar to real hell. They really do have quite a few similarities. The first is just like real hell, ELO hell is simply just an idea. It's up to you whether or not you want to believe it exists. There's nothing wrong with believing it exists, and there's nothing wrong with believing it doesn't exist. But the fact is, just like real hell, is that it only exists because you allow it to, because you believe in it. ELO hell exists because you believe in it, and when you stop believing in it, it stops existing. No one can decide if it exists for you. No one can make that decision. People can influence your ideals, but no one has the final say other than you, just like real hell. Now, I personally believe that neither of them exist, but for the purpose of this analogy, I'll pretend that I believe they do. Next is that just like real hell, ELO hell is something that you are in due to actions that are your fault. You can blame this and that and make excuses, but at the end of the day, you're there because of no one else but you. It's your fault. This is exactly how ELO hell is. Now, not every game is winnable, just like how it isn't really possible to never do bad things in your lifetime, but at the end of the day, it's your overall actions and your conscious choices that make you a good person, and it's your overall play and skill level that will make you a better player and allow you to win games. That is the key to rising out of ELO hell. Yes, of course, some games are unwinnable, but at the end of the day, you really do have a huge influence on every single game you play, and you need to carry your games to win, not just go even. Albert Einstein once said, "The world is a dangerous place to live in, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it." And this idea applies to ELO hell as well, and to your League of Legends games. You can't just expect to go even. You need to be the active force in every single one of your games in order to win. You do this by outperforming your direct opponent. And when I say outperform, I mean you need to win as hard as you possibly can. If you win by 10 CS in lane, it's such a negligible difference, it's absurd. That's a difference of around 200 gold or so. Now, you didn't lose, but at the same time, you're not really being that active force that you need to be in order to win. Now, if you win by, say, 30 CS in a kill, that's much better. That's a difference of 900 gold or so. But even that isn't enough to carry a game. Your direct opponent will still be able to beat you in duels probably, as a 900 gold difference really isn't that much. Now, let's say I beat my opponent by 5 kills, 50 CS, and take their tower in lane. That's going to be a difference of about 3,000 gold if you account for death streaks and factor in the global gold of the tower. Now, I'm sure any of you can agree that creating a 3,000 gold lead for your team is going to be pretty significant and help them out a lot. You need to be that active force. You need to create that 3,000 gold lead. It doesn't just happen automatically. If you don't do anything about it, you're not going to win, and you're not going to make your team better. And that's what you need to do to win. Wins are not something that just happen. They're something that you earn. And the ranking system is designed to be like this. There's always going to be that bubble where you might be good enough to beat your direct opponent just to gain a few hundred gold lead, but not enough to absolutely destroy them. And that creates the illusion of your teammates being at fault for the loss. But instead, that is just how the system is designed. You need to be able to carry games to get out of the ranking you're in. Now, there's always going to be extremes on both ends, such as games that you feed and get carried, or games that are simply unwinnable, and that's okay. You're crazy if you expect to reach Challenger in 100 games. Hell, even taking 100 games to climb a single tier is already really, really good. The current ranking system is supposed to take a long time. It's supposed to keep you playing. But in the end, the trolls and feeders will average out if you are truly good enough to climb out of where you are. Now, League of Legends is of course a team game, so there's no denying that your teammates do have an influence on the game. But that's not the right way to look at it. There's nothing you can do for your teammates, and nothing your teammates can do for you once the game is over. You will likely never even play with them again. Because of this, you need to look at the bigger picture. It doesn't matter what your teammates do. It doesn't matter how they play. In the end, that is all arbitrary. What does matter is how you play and how you do. That is what you take with you into the next game, and the game after that, and so on and so on. The only consistent factor that you have the ability to influence in your games is yourself. So you need to focus on playing your best and improving rather than how your teammates are playing. But there is one way that you can influence your teammates, and that is communication. Communication is literally the only thing that you can do to influence your teammates, and as such, should be done to its fullest extent whenever necessary. This means giving them advice in a friendly manner. No passive-aggressive bullshit, as that is basically the same as raging, which goes without saying is a terrible idea. When you rage, you just make everyone feel bad and put them down, and it's the same if you're being passive-aggressive with your advice. It's tough to remember that there is a real human being on the other side of the computer screen, but there is, so they deserve the respect that you are expecting from them. Anyways, at the end of the day, the key thing to know about ELO Hell is that it only exists because you allow it to. No one but you can make it go away, and it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to take that step, improve your mindset, and become a better player. My name is Jeremy, and that is it for my video on rising out of ELO Hell. Make sure to check out the charity stream Saturday at 9 AM PST at twitch.tv/Jeremy_gaming_Curios. And I'd love it if you could support me with a like. Please subscribe for more awesome content in the future if you enjoyed this video, and I'd love it if you could follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/gamingcurios. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.